Hey, man. Hi, David. Afternoon, y'all. So I go to work and I come home and my family, Cracker, stop. My family has fed the goats for me. But I want to show you how funny this is. This is Lucky and Domino and Nova's pen. I swear they put like a whole entire hay bale in this little bitty pen. It is hilarious. But they are happy.
What's up, big dog? What's up, big dog?
And Haas's pen got an extra hay bale as well. They're just so cute. Hi, Flops. Say hello. Floppy says hello. Say hello, everybody. Say please like and subscribe our channel. Yeah. Yeah, please like and subscribe our channel so you can see more of me. Alright guys, so we're going to try something out with Sven's group. So they've been very patient with us through the breeding process because Sven's weather and Josephine, Spot, and Nilla are too young. They're going to be in our breeding program next year. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them out onto all this green grass because it's starting to grow back. So we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, you gonna be good for me? Come on guys. Oh yeah. He's gonna do really good. Nice spin.
We got that. Okay, those are the goats. Okay. Right.
Okay guys, so I wanted to let y'all know what we do for our feeding, which you never get to see it. You always see us feeding the animals, but not where we keep it and everything like that, just because our barn is an old hay barn. It is open. Hopefully that is one of our winter projects to where we can enclose it before kidding season starts and kind of construct it into a goat barn. So that is why we have all these different shelters in the pens for the goats, and we're going to keep it that way because during the off season, you know, the goal is that the barn will be open, but eventually, you know, we're gonna have a milk parlor out here and a you know, running water and stuff like that is out here, and a full electrical. It does have some electrical now, but not to where we want it, and so that is one of our goals, but it's a little ways down the road. So I wanted to share with y'all how we do on our farm the goats feed and everything. So let me show you. So we have these 55-gallon barrels. We do have a blue one, but we have the 55-gallon barrels, and so we store all of our feed in here. So and I will get to that here in just a moment, but for right now I'm going to finish making up the pig's feed for tomorrow, because we soak their feed overnight in water, and so it makes sort of like a slop, and it's easier for them to digest, and it's easier for them to get the nutrients from any of the pellets or corn, or we sometimes will give them alfalfa pellets for any fiber, and we also give them oats, and so it just kind of soaks that up. It releases those nutrients into where that's more of a slop, kind of a piggy slurry is what I like to call it, and we give it to them, but it is something that has to sit overnight, and so that's how we feed the pigs. And give me just 1 second and I'll show you how we do the goats. Okay, so we have black sunflower seed for the goats. We have whole oats for the goats. We have a combination of sweet feed, alfalfa pellets, a goat grower, and so that is mixed together. And then we have beet pulp shreds. It helps to keep the fat on them in the winter. We usually the beet pulp shreds we normally will just give to the does that are in milk after kidding, and so right now everybody gets the same feed, but normally our does get one feed, our does in milk get a different feed, our growing kids, since we do have the two separate breeds, they get fed separately, and our bucks get fed separately. So right now it's very simple mixture. We use a big mineral tub, and we just scoop it out of our barrels, put it all in, mix it, and then you've seen us feed it out. So that's what we do there, but once everybody goes back into their assigned pens, we've got about another 3 to 4 weeks for the pen breeding. Once that's done, then we'll show you like what we feed as far as, you know, the bucks and the does for winter, and So that's how we mix up the goat feed, and that's how we do it. It's how we've found that the mixture and ingredients works for us with having the two different breeds. But like I said, it changes a lot. The other two additives that I forgot to tell y'all is that we do a diatomaceous earth once a week in there to help with worm control. I know that a lot of people don't necessarily believe that diatomaceous earth works, which I'm not going to argue with them, except that I do know that I've seen an improvement in our herd since implementing it, so that's why we continue to use it. And then the other thing is just loose minerals, which is just a regular goat mineral that we'll throw in there once a week. But the goats, they all have a mineral tub in their pens that they normally go through quite quickly. And if they don't have a mineral tub, then they have a mineral block. And so that is what they have. So they always have mineral available, and then we also put in the loose mineral once a week with the diatomaceous earth. The bucks get fed something completely different during the whenever they're not in with the does. So they get an actual buck feed that's made for them. We don't have it right now just because they're not by themselves. But whenever we get that, I'll show y'all what it is. It's a formulated especially for bucks for the amino acids to prevent any urinary calculi, which is a big thing that we don't want with our bucks. And then our Nigerians, whenever they're on the stand, whenever we're milking them, we feed them on the stand an actual dairy feed to where it helps with that and with the production and everything. So that's what they get on the stand. And then the like our show stock for the Boers, because they're a meat breed, they also get fed differently whenever after kidding season, and to where we can start separating the show stock, and whether that's this year's kids or our yearling does or our senior does, whichever ones are going to go into the ring, they get separated during feeding time and they get a specialized formula, which most of the time it's already what we're feeding them, but it's different quantities. So because with them being a meat breed, we're looking to bulk them up and add muscle. So, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, this is what we do. We have the barrels so that, you know, the mice and rodents don't get into. There have been a few mornings to where I've come out here and we've accidentally left the lid off, and I found a couple of little beady eyes staring back at me in the shape of a raccoon. So, but other than that, there you go. Miss Sally might be coming into heat, or maybe was in heat today, so we'll write it down and see what happens. The kitty cat plays with your hair. Ah! Ow! Bad. Who's a good barn cat? Say, I am.